This episode of Android Authority is brought to you by Full Sail University. Welcome back to Android Weekly. My name is Jayce, and this past week Android Authority was in Berlin for the IFA conference, and they got their hands on a smorgasbord of new phones. So, no more rumors, no more leaks. Alright, let's start off with the star of the show, that is the Galaxy Note 4. But the question is, will it meet up with the hype, or will it be anticlimactic like the Galaxy S5? To be clear, the Note 4 is very similar in appearance to the Note 3 before it, with the same general shape, approximate dimensions, and styling. However, the thin metal band going around its edges gives the Note 4 a much better feeling in the hand. It's not that it's much thinner than its predecessor, but the slightly tapered profile and the chamfered edges of the metal frame make it feel more compact than it really is. Pop the back off and you'll see the standard removable battery, micro SD card, and the micro SIM slot. Unlike the Galaxy S5, the Note 4 isn't waterproof. When we asked Samsung's reps why, they said the Note 4 is for people interested in being productive and creative on the go, while the Galaxy S5 is a more generalist's device. The big story about the Note 4's display is the Quad HD resolution. At 5.7 inches and 2560 by 1440 pixels, that gives it a whopping pixel density of 515 ppi. This is the same bright and vivid AMOLED panel Samsung loves to put on its high-end offerings. So now the question is, will the king of phablets make phablet fanatics happy? Let me know in the comments below. Now, Samsung has proven that they won't shy away from innovative technologies, even if that new innovative technology is a bit gimmicky. Meet the Galaxy Note Edge. The plastic-based AMOLED display looks great, and the Edge brings a whole new set of unique features. The device keeps similar specs with the Galaxy Note 4, save for the obviously larger screen. That means you get a whole new set of Note 4 specific changes and improvements, like the multitasking and the new S Pen features, as well as some Edge-specific additions as well. Aside from bringing us a different look on the front side thanks to the Edge display, Samsung has now moved its now iconic right side power button to the top. Otherwise, the design is relatively similar to the Note 4, complete with the faux leather on the back. As for the screen, the Edge part of the screen can be used for notifications, playback controls, news, sports scores, and can even be a night clock that can be used without turning the main part of the display on, thanks to the fact that it is an AMOLED screen. Now, as of today, there's no word yet as to pricing and availability, but it's safe to expect that this will come at a premium even compared to the Note 4. Now, for all you Xperia fans out there, you should know that Sony released its flagship device, that is the Sony Xperia Z3, and it looks thinner and slicker. When it comes to the design language, the Xperia Z3 will definitely remind you of its predecessor, with its overall angular design, but it does come with a more refined look to it, with rounded sides and corners. The bezels have also been reduced, resulting in a device that is slightly smaller than the Xperia Z2, while also being thinner. Everything else is largely the same, with the iconic large silver power button returning and a dedicated camera shutter button returning also. Did you guys know that by 2015 it's expected that mobile development projects will outnumber native PC projects by 4 to 1? Yeah, that's a doozy. If you want to take advantage of that demand, that's where our beloved sponsor comes in, Full Sail University. If you are interested in a future in tech, mobile is where it is at. And Full Sail University's online and on-campus mobile development bachelor's program can teach you the skills you need to take advantage of these emerging opportunities. Through Full Sail's Project Lunchbox program, students receive a MacBook Pro, industry software, plus iOS and Android devices. So if you're ready to take some action and not just talk about it, go to fullsail.edu/authority and learn more about these degree programs. Good luck. Now, the thing I was looking forward to the most was the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact, and Sony did not disappoint. The Compact comes equipped with a 4.6-inch 720p display, 2.5 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, a 20.7 megapixel rear-facing camera with a 2.2 megapixel front-facing camera, and a 2600 mAh battery. Now, according to Josh, the device feels just as good as the Sony Xperia Z3, save for it being a bit more plasticky around the edges, and of course, smaller. Its specs are also great, which keep the device running as smooth as butter, but we can see some specs being downgraded when compared to the Xperia Z3. But we can also say these changes have their benefits, as 720p resolution continues to look great on a 4.6-inch display, not to mention this makes the job easier for that 2600 mAh battery. Now personally, if I could get that baby as a Google Play Edition phone, that might be the near perfect Android phone to date. Thanks for watching, Android Army. Love to connect with you right here on Google Plus or Twitter. You don't want to forget about my brothers in Android, and if you haven't seen the video I just finished on the next big leap forward, you can watch that right there at the top. I worked really hard on it, and there are hundreds of comments of people who agree with me about with the next big leap forward and those who don't. Love to hear your opinion. I will be reading those comments. I shall see you next week on Android Weekly.